I'm Caroline Henry, I'm your Police and Crime Commissioner for Nottinghamshire. I'm keen to fund innovative projects, which is why I launched my Make Not Safe Innovation Fund. There are 3 criteria for this: preventing crime from happening, responding to a new emerging need and supporting victims. And I'm delighted to say that the Railway Children got £35,000 worth of funding because actually you ticked all 3 boxes.
Hi, I'm David Bentley. I work for Railway Children. I'm the Training, Development and Youth Participation Manager. We work to safeguard vulnerable children and young people on the UK's transport system. So we work really closely with the rail industry, BTP and Home Office forces to safeguard these vulnerable children and young people. Sometimes when we're travelling and commuting to work, we perhaps don't see vulnerability on our UK transport system, but it is there. Things like county lines, things like victim harassment and assaults do happen on our UK transport system. So this is what our charity aims to do, is to put in support mechanisms in place. So what we know, working really closely with our friends and colleagues at Northern Rail and EMR, is that often the Robin Hood line can pose a few problems in terms of vulnerability and in terms of issues and hotspots happening up and down that network. As we know, the line stretches from Nottingham all the way up here into Worksop, so it goes through a lot of different cities and different towns with lots of different problems. So the data that we have, we know that there are issues that we can address, and we can do this through our proposed work through our Safeguarding Action Group, where we bring together professionals and see what we can do to kind of tackle some of the issues up and down this line and network. We know that around about 45 to 50% of county lines cases use rail, where a young person is forced to sell drugs. Stations are also sometimes seen as safe places for young people. They may come because it's warm, there's free Wi-Fi, they may hang around, and that's where trouble may breed, or a perpetrator may target a particular station. So we've done lots of work with contextual safeguarding assessments up and down this line and wider to look at station environments to make them more young person friendly, and that's what this work will enable us to carry on and do further. Also, young people going missing and fleeing violence or harm from home or school or their communities. Sometimes they'll just get on a train and want to get out of there not knowing where they're going.
Hello, I'm Clive Collins. I'm the Neighbourhoods Chief Inspector for Bassett Law, Newark and Sherwood. Policing's changed a lot since I joined in the late 90s, and something that I think we're very much more aware of now is vulnerability and how that links to exploitation and to crime. This sort of project is really important because it helps to safeguard young people using the rail network. It also makes the rail network a more inviting place for the general public, and it can help to disrupt criminal behaviour as well. Education is really important in this project. I think it's really important young people understand how their behaviours are sometimes risky, even though they're perhaps not aware of it. And equally, it's important that the public are aware of the signs of potentially vulnerability and exploitation, and are able to understand how to communicate that to the authorities. Collaborative projects like this are critical in handling exploitation, in dealing with vulnerability. The work with the PCC's office and the rail network and the Railway Children is an exciting project for the police to be involved in, because we're very aware that tackling exploitation isn't just a one service issue. I think working together we're far more able to help take vulnerability out of children and give children the opportunity to have a fulfilling life, to become fully contributing members of society, which ultimately helps society as a whole function better.
My name's Ian Furness. I work for East Midlands Railway, and I am the Community Safeguarding and Security Manager. Over the past year or so, we've worked very closely with the Railway Children, primarily with training our safeguarding champions and raising awareness of safeguarding issues on our network. The Robin Hood line historically has been an area where we know that we have vulnerable people travelling on that section of our network. So any opportunity that we can take to work more closely with the Railway Children in looking after vulnerable people, spotting that vulnerability, and also making our staff aware and spotting that vulnerability. The £35,000 funding that we've received from the Police and Crime Commissioner is a massive boost to us in the work that we're trying to do, and the endeavour that we're trying to go down with the Robin Hood line. It's enabled us to work on different projects, expand the work that we're already doing down the Robin Hood line, and reach out to a wider group and bring in other agencies to work with us collaboratively. Coupled with that, this is really important with enabling people to get on our trains and feel safer, feel that they're supported, and feel that they have got a voice and they can go to people with their concerns and report their vulnerabilities.
So what we know, young people being vulnerable on the railway is not something that's unique to Nottinghamshire. Actually, it's across the country. What is unusual is that we've chosen to work with railway children to do something about it, and we're starting on the Robin Hood line first.